signs of a potential Ripple settlement or SEC appeal withdrawal famous. Recently, Bitcoin analyst Vincent Van Code hinted that the SEC would dismiss or settle its lawsuit against Ripple Labs. He remarked that while it is possible, it may not occur anytime soon. He advised investors to continue cautiously and base their short-term goals on market strength. But he cautioned that his views do not amount to financial advice. Concurrent with Van Code's statements, the well-known cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin declared that it had reached a settlement with U.S. authorities. KuCoin stressed that it is making significant progress in its regulatory path with the settlement, which will strengthen its compliance efforts and let it to continue servicing its 38 million customers globally. This shift has increased public interest in the regulatory ramifications of other well-known cryptocurrency instances, such as the ongoing conflict between Ripple and the SEC. The speculation is fueled by the SEC's private meeting on January 23, 2025. According to the Times tabloid, Mark Olada, the agency's new acting chairman, made his first significant move during this meeting. Due to the lack of public information regarding the topics discussed, the cryptocurrency market is ablaze with conjecture about the potential ramifications, particularly for Ripple's case. An ex-user who left a comment on Van Code's tweet said that the decisions made at the meeting might require at least 3 days' notice. If this is accurate, news about Ripple might be revealed as early as January 26th. However, the SEC has not mentioned any connection between the meeting and the action it brought against Ripple. A startling new discovery was recently made public by an article. Ripple is interacting with about 1/3 of the world's banks, according to strong evidence. But it's still unclear if these institutions are utilizing Ripple to its full potential, which is why the price of XRP has soared to an incredible $427. The possibility that 30% of international banking institutions will use it is what is responsible for this milestone. Even while it might seem like a tiny portion, this comprises a significant portion of the banking industry. Let's talk about this subject in more detail today. And according to certain reports that surfaced just 2 days ago, Ripple intends to go public by the end of March. In just over a month, this might cause XRP's price to rise by $8.97. The possibilities are intriguing to consider. In the grand scheme of things, SBI holdings alone manage around 4% of all deposits made through foreign accounts with foreign banks. SBI might only account for a small portion of the global banking industry's projected 30% adoption of Ripple technology, given our previous conversations regarding the BRICS countries. In addition, Ripple has formed a significant cooperation in Brazil by launching its on-demand liquidity services in collaboration with the Brazilian Central Bank, as you may recall from my previous video. But this is only a tiny portion of the overall picture. Looking at the global GDP of each member country, including China, South Africa, and Brazil, compared to just the BRICS countries, shows an interesting prospect. The ramifications of the BRICS working together with Ripple might be profound. The reason for this is because Ripple for on-demand liquidity and central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are directly connected to Russia and India. In a recent video, I discussed the viability and current approaches for integrating CBDC. It would be negligent of us to overlook the XRP ledger in this context. The purchase of 2 money transmitter licenses in Texas and New York is a significant step forward for Ripple's global payment solutions. With the recent acquisition of licenses in Texas and New York, there are now more Ripple MTLs in the United States. The company has declared that it will triple its hiring efforts this year as part of its expansion goals. Texas and New York are known for their high levels of compliance structures. The Limited Purpose Trust Company Charter and New York's BitLicense are 2 of the strictest regulations governing the financial sector. Blockchain technology is being used more and more by financial institutions and cryptocurrency companies to enable cross-border payments quicker, less expensive, and accessible 24/7. Ripple has a clear advantage when it comes to helping institutions that are ready to take advantage of this climate because of our expertise in both cryptocurrencies and financial services, said Joni, managing director of Ripple for North America. Notably, a Parthenon survey of more than 1,000 cryptocurrency retail investors revealed that regular investors are increasingly using cryptocurrencies as payment methods. This is consistent with the Chainalysis 2022 geography. End of footnote. of Crypto Research, which estimates that between 2023 and 2024, the U.S. acquired almost $900 billion in cryptocurrency. When combined, these figures indicate that 29% of respondents paid with Bitcoin in 2024, a 6% increase from 2022. A potential market for researching cryptocurrency payments is the United States. Furthermore, with 75% of its available opportunities in the United States, Ripple is working harder to establish itself there. Since its formal launch on December 17th, the market capitalization of the company's enterprise-grade stablecoin, Ripple stablecoin, has increased by 42% to around $100 million. The company's payments network will incorporate the stablecoin later this year, enhancing the effectiveness of international transactions even more. The deployment company grew in size in 2023 to accommodate its expanding personnel. Its headquarters have lately been moved to New York and San Francisco. Ripple is expanding during a time of swift regulatory change in the United States. Rule 121, which would have placed significant limitations on banks providing crypto custody services, was revoked by the SEC last week. As we look forward to the next bull market, the evolving financial environment increases the possibility for technology ripples. This is due to the Federal Reserve's recent public statement indicating that XRP and XLM may be essential to allowing the blockchain-based FedNow payment system in the future. The conversation over Ripple's growing role in the banking industry took a sharp turn, highlighting the fact that Americans may now make quick domestic payments mostly through digital Bitcoin wallets or third-party programs like Venmo and PayPal. The FedNow service, which is currently in its pilot stage and has already attracted over 120 companies, including U.S. Bank and Exchange Bank, along with other payment processors and solution providers, is set to revolutionize this industry through their collaboration. The Fed has made great progress in closing the gap between the decentralized finance industry and conventional banking systems using metal blockchain. This accomplishment, which leads the way in distributed ledger technology and cross-border payment solutions, demonstrates the increasing acceptance and integration of blockchain technology into mainstream financial services and represents a turning point in the fusion of traditional banking with the innovative field of decentralized finance. Ripple is in a strong position to play a significant role in the FedNow project, which is being led by the Federal Reserve and is a blockchain-powered network of stellar luminosity. When the FedNow environment, which is well known for XLM simplification and saving, is expected to accept international transactions, the plot takes an intriguing turn. Just 8 hours ago, news broke that 30% of banks worldwide had embraced XRP, increasing the total to 1,427. This important turning point demonstrates the transformative potential of art-based finance and blockchain technology. 30% of banks worldwide have adopted XRP for cross-border payments, which has caused a notable increase in its value to a market capitalization of $1,127. This degree of uptake demonstrates the enormous demand for XRP, which is pushing its price to previously unheard-of levels. In this startling update symbolizes a victory for Ripple and a potential lottery prize for investors. The story is further developed by the fact that XRP's market penetration is about 30%. Mark just alluded to a far wider acceptance in the global financial community 6 days ago, raising the theoretical price to $110,000. This is a significant change as banks start using leverage more carefully. All of the information on your XRP ledger and any associated digital assets is easily accessible and unarguable.